Good evening, everyone. So, we all know about protection magic, right? Usually it's something that we do whenever we need to kind of give us an extra layer against energetic work, in case we have to worry about spirits, whatever. But typically all of those assume that you're rested, focused, and emotionally regulated for the day, right? This isn't it, okay? This is quite literally just you're depleted and lighting the candles feels like way too much and your nervous system is just trying to get through the stinking day. And protection magic isn't just for the mystical, it's also for our everyday. Protection magic doesn't necessarily have to be elaborate to be effective. You've seen some of the things I've done, and if you haven't, definitely feel free to check back on some videos. I keep all of my magic on a day-to-day super easy. This one just has to be repeatable to be just as effective. And today, we're going to talk about two quick and easy ways. One is with your morning cup of coffee or tea, and the other one is, bear with me, I know it sounds crazy, but doodling. No pressure, no perfection, just consistency. So before we start, let's get ourselves in the mindset so that you guys are able to absorb the information without everything already going on in your head that you're already thinking about. Your to-do list, your projects you're trying to avoid for a little while longer, all those things. Just take a nice deep breath in, and this isn't just to calm down, this is also just to arrive in the moment. If you're holding a mug right now, by the way, you're already way ahead of the rest of the class. Good job. So, like I said, with our first thing, we're going to be grabbing a mug of coffee or a mug of tea, and definitely make sure that you remember to do this in the morning or the next time you get one, because it is a very nice, easy way to get a little more oomph in yourself to be ready for all the rest of the things that you have to tackle. Because this isn't charging your drink like a battery. It's about aligning your intention with something you're already doing right now. You don't have to add effort. You just need to redirect your attention a little bit here. So, before you even take your first sip, when you're considering how much sugar, cream, all those things that you're going to be adding, think more about what kind of protection do you need today? Not forever, just to get through today. This could be mental clarity, energetic boundaries, stamina, inner peace, or even just emotional buffering. Because let's face it, life is hectic and road rage, enough said, right? But keep it simple. Even just one little word is more than enough to help you direct your energy for that. Now, because we all add coffee or sugar, well, at least most of us do, if you are adding those things, stir clockwise for grounding and steadiness, but counterclockwise for releasing or clearing of energy. If you got some crazy brain fog, you definitely want to do the counterclockwise to clear it all out. Or if you're already feeling jittery because you're already thinking about all the stuff and you are just lightweight panicking, clockwise to ground that energy and be able to clearly see the path ahead. And if you don't stir in anything, no judgments, but just hold the mug in both hands for one breath. And as you're holding it, just say, as this warms my body, it strengthens my boundaries. What I take in supports me. And that's it. That is all you need to do. When you take that first sip, though, no visualization is required at all. Just awareness of the taste, the energy you're bringing into yourself from that coffee or tea. And remember, that energy is yours. And that seals the deal. So you're probably going, Sam, this is crazy. How is this even supposed to work? I got you. Your body already knows how to take in the nourishment. It's already there. But when you attach protection energy like that to something familiar, your nervous system isn't going to resist it. It's actually just going to integrate it without overwhelming everything and making it so that more than just a nice cup of coffee that's going to start waking up your brain and getting you ready for the day, you're going to go, coffee, we have this, we've got emotional stability and mental clarity today, let's go. That kind of feeling. Way better than just enjoy it, right? Now, I did mention that there were 2 exercises today. And you probably all thought I was totally nuts when I said doodles. If you knew how often I doodled on myself for protection, a boost in my stamina, all the things, you would understand why there's always pens in my hair. Literally. Now, the pens in the hair are optional, but I definitely do recommend keeping one either in a pocket, in your car, in your purse. Hopefully you already do these things because you never know you're going to need to write stuff down or sign a permission slip. But the nice thing about this is you don't need a ceremony. You don't need a full ritual. You just need to know what you're going to doodle for repetition and relevance. And I keep all of these super duper easy. I even drew them out for you guys so that all you had to do was take a screenshot. Doodles work, and the sigils themselves work because they bypass overthinking. You can do all these so long as you are able to focus long enough to shove the energy into your sigil. Now, where can you draw these? Quite literally, almost anywhere that you might feel like you need it, so long as you know you can get away with it at work. But say you're grabbing a takeout coffee or tea, you can draw any of these little guys on that cup. If you're having a rough day at work and you just happen to be one of those that likes to wear bracelets or a watch, just draw it on your inner wrist right in here real quick. Enough said, right? Or if arms are just not an option, your ankle is also a great spot too. Or, hey, if you're able to grab a nice different colored Sharpie and put it on the back of your phone, why not? Just wherever you know that you're going to be able to know that that sigil is there because you know that you put in that energy. Now, about these sigils, there's a few different ways to do these. I have a couple of runes, a planetary sign, and I know that it sounds crazy, but sometimes actually writing the word and turning it into a sigil actually works just as well. Say you're using the word energy because you just need an extra boost. Quite literally, all you have to do is overlap all of the letters, and while it doesn't look clean or pretty, it works just as well. Or say you want something quick, easy, and not a whole lot of fuss, that's actually where these guys come into play. This is a typical quick and dirty for a sun symbol for energy. Or you can use suelo. It's a rune literally for success and the sun. Or ansus, which is in case you are trying to get a little bit of forewarning on anything. This little guy works great. I actually use them in my bind rituals a lot whenever I just need an extra kick for my divination. When you're drawing these, don't draw for perfection. It's okay to get a little messy because life is messy. But keep it simple and keep in mind what you're trying to do when you're doing these sigils. And make sure if you are doing something other than these guys right here, you're doing the research on the sigil before you use it because, let's face it, it's the internet. Anyone can post anything anymore. You would be amazed on how many different things I saw that were completely inaccurate just for zodiac and planetary symbols. But as I said, the main thing is whenever you're drawing any of those sigils, whether it be the ones I suggest or the ones that you choose to do yourself, make sure that you have the intent behind it when you're drawing it. If you want a little extra way to give it intention, I recommend using a special colorative pen. Say you're going for either the sun or the suelo. If all you got is a black pen, that is no big deal, but if you've got like a red or an orange pen, use it. If you're wanting to use this messenger rune, I recommend maybe a blue pen or a purple one. Either way, just as something a little extra to give it a little extra energy. Protection doesn't need intensity, just acknowledgement, because your nervous system will do the rest. But if you would like a little affirmation to add on to it, I don't judge at all. Sometimes the words do help. I know they do me. An affirmation you can use is, I move through today protected and intact. Now, the nice thing to keep in mind for all of this, okay, all of it, you don't have to do both every day. Just when you need that extra little kick. the coffee or tea is enough. The sigil will carry you through the day. Even just thinking, I am allowed to be protected and I am allowed to be energized, will help. It counts. Protection that requires energy that you don't have, it's not protection, it's pressure. Pressure that you don't need any extra of. Am I right? So, that's why you're not going to overthink any of these things. You're just going to let your body do the things. You're going to let your nervous system take care of the heavy lifting in the background while you just take care of that cup of coffee or write that sigil. To be protected, you just need to be present enough to choose yourself, even for a brief couple of minutes. Let your daily habits do the work. Let your intention be gentle, and let your protection be practical. The more you complicate it, the more you're going to stress yourself out, and that's not going to help you or anyone else. But if this helped you out at all, save it for a tired day. Those days are exactly what all of this is meant for. But until next time, have a fabulous rest of your evening. Definitely make sure that you give your morning coffee or tea a little extra boost. And I look forward to seeing all of you again tomorrow.